Hey everybody, this is 𝙁𝙤𝙡𝙦 and I am here to talk about how to keep things spicy in your long distance relationship. So, as we enter into an age of so much technology and the availability to chat with people from all around the world and to further connect yourselves with video, chat, and more, there are these deeper connections that are being made with people that we have maybe never met or that we've met and they live a long distance away. Now, I am someone who navigated the majority of my life in long distance relationships. It may have only been a state away for a few of mine, but it could feel like the other side of the world sometimes. Now, one of the biggest concerns in long distance relationships and one of the main reasons people break up from long distance relationship is because of the lack of intimacy. When someone is not there in front of your face, you're not as easily able to touch them and reassure them that you are interested and that everything is okay. So the big question we get is, how do you keep it spicy long distance? It can be a really difficult thing. Now, keep in mind, all of this advice is based around those who are 18 years up and older. We're about keeping this sexually stimulating. So if you are younger than that, please escort yourself out. This is just talking about those who are not going to get in trouble sending nudes and other things. Now, I digress. We're going to dive right into it. First, I highly recommend learning how to tease through text message. And I'm not talking about sending pictures. I'm not talking about sending videos. I'm talking about the written word. Being able to let somebody know that you're thinking about them throughout the day. And this does not always have to be sexual. It could be something like, hey, I've just been thinking about you. Hey, hope you're doing well. Was thinking about that one time when we ... But touch base with them on a regular basis. Make sure that they understand that your interest is continued to be on them. Because a lot of times, if you are not receiving something, but you start doing it, it can start to lead someone to do the same. This is not always the case, but this has been some great advice that I was given that I tried that worked for me is that, again, you treat others the way that you want to be treated, and if you aren't treated the way you deserve, then you understand that with the distance involved, it's just not something you can do. You can hold on to that long distance relationship. You can have so much fun, but you have to make sure that they know that you're really thinking about them and that you're enjoying their presence. Then, when we get into the sexier side of things, a lot of times people default to dirty talking, pictures, and videos. There are so many other fantastic ways that you can connect with your partner. Now, the number one thing that I hope you get from this is that the connection is based on the fact that you two really care about each other. If you grow apart naturally, or if it's something that, you have these irreconcilable differences, then you have to understand that, there is no cure-all to this. But if you're both interested, if you're both dedicated to this act and making sure that the long-distance relationship works, then I highly recommend you get an app-enabled couples toy. So often we look at couples toys that are maybe vibrators and we don't think that they're for all genders, that we believe that it's like you have to have a vagina or nothing. But really, vibrators and a vast array of other toys can assist all genders in play. Now, there's something to keep in mind as well. Oftentimes with app-enabled sites like 𝙁𝙤𝙡𝙦, WeVibe, they don't just have vibrators. They have wands, they have rabbits, and in the case of, say, 𝙁𝙤𝙡𝙦, they have masturbators as well. These are things where you could be doing something and controlling how the masturbator is squeezing, vibrating, or oftentimes stroking through long distance play no matter where you are in the world. This allows you to really get that in-depth feel with your partner. You are touching them. You are able to, kind of control their orgasm while they can control yours. And in a lot of cases, you can see each other as well. So we have Satisfier apps, Womanizer apps, WeVibe, and then of course 𝙁𝙤𝙡𝙦, where in a lot of cases these new apps allow for you to see each other in video chat while you are controlling the toy. So although masturbation in general and chatting with your partner can be very, very erotic, the chance to actually control that pleasure is very, very it adds that extra layer of closeness. You're watching their face. It's like they're right there. So a lot of people might believe that by doing this, you are finding pleasure in a toy, and in some ways that may be cheating. it's important to understand that in all relationships, but especially in the case where you're not able to physically be there with one another, this is a great opportunity to start that communication with your partner about bringing things in that can pleasure you in ways that can really bring you both together on a deeper level than simply dirty talking or sending pictures. Not that those aren't wonderful and don't assist as well, but again, technology has given us some beautiful ways that we can see our partner face to face and we can directly control their pleasure without having to be there. I also recommend getting one of these app-enabled toys for those who work a lot long distance. If you've got someone who's leaving the house for a week at a time or has a lot of work trips, this is a beautiful way for you to just kind of remind them that you're thinking of them. So make sure to touch base with them throughout the day. It does not even have to be sexual, but to let them know that you appreciate them, to let them know you're thinking about them, because it's so easy for us to go about our day, that out of sight, out of mind mentality, and even if we have had a busy day, it can lead that other person to believe that, we aren't that interested. So it's important to know that when someone is not around for you to look them in the eyes and go, I'm exhausted, I can't hang out today, that you're still touching base with them and showing them that they're important. And then having the discussion about bringing in one of these incredible app-enabled devices that can just really kind of bring that extra layer of, sexuality to your connection. Because this is all about keeping it steamy, keeping it fun. You should not be dissuaded from getting yourself things that make you feel good, especially if they are also to then kind of share with your partner, because all toys can be shared and there's a great many that you can choose from depending on what sort of sensations you are looking after. It is very important in the case of sending videos and in the case of sending nudes that of course you are, again, I'm going to go back to the age thing, you are over the age of 18, and also that you understand this is a trusted person with your best interests at heart. If you do not know if you can trust your partner not to share this information, it's best then to stick to the couple's toys, because there is no saving of those pictures or things and then sharing from that. I mean, you can really control what you're allowing them to do. Keep that intimacy, but without sending it. But I also must say, if you do not trust your partner at all, that is a huge conversation that you need to have. And I understand that long distance could make it harder because you're not there, you don't know what they're doing, you don't know all that. It's a great test of trust, and those who are able to get through it certainly can and will go the distance. But trust is a beautiful thing and it's hard to come by, but it is very important to have these conversations and to make sure that the person you're sharing yourself with intimately does have your best interests at heart and does not look to harm you or hurt you to the best of their ability. Now, I hope that you who are entering into these long distance relationships are certainly understanding that this is going to be a tough road, but it's also going to be so incredibly beautiful. Partners are found all around the world. The connection we now can have with each other is so much more intimate. I'm here talking to you right now, trying to help you with the situation, and I'm able to do that through technology, and you're able to know that it is sincere, and I think that's a beautiful thing. So keep in mind that long distance relationships may be hard on the heart, but they are getting easier and easier with technology as things move on, and you certainly should grab onto something. I've got a few links down below for toys that are my favorite for long distance play that I'd love to recommend to you, as well as a new blog coming out soon that will break down a few more little tidbits of information and advice for the long distance spiciness, and also to our wonderful, beautiful Beducated. If you don't know about Beducated, check out the link right down below. They have beautiful, incredible courses online where you can seriously learn a variety of different things. I recently just took one of their blowjob one-on-one kind of courses on there, and it's comprehensive. It has a ton of different examples, and even though I was confident in my skills, I found myself sitting there going, that is incredible advice. So certainly check it out, look at their courses, and give them a try, because I highly recommend them. They are beautiful and again comprehensive, and certainly check them out. So check out Beducated, check out my links, and check out how you are treating that long distance relationship. Add a little extra spice to it. I would love to hear how these toys have worked for you, so please write in, friends. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Beducated. And thank you, everyone who has been joining the mailing list as well as the Patreon. I can't wait to chat with you more very soon. Bye, everybody.